We're back to the action. Our next tag team bout shows Johnny Hollywood, Adam Vine, Hollywood and Vine versus Sam Quentin, Rick the Tank Miller. Your thoughts?
Two very good wrestlers in Hollywood and Vine. Rick the Tank Miller, Sam Quentin. We're going to have to see if they can put their differences aside in order to win this match. I don't think they're going to be able to put their differences aside. I think that they're going to ultimately cause each other to win.
It's a very good point that you bring up. As we've seen in previous weeks, Sam Quentin and Rick the Tank Miller, two polar opposites, now by the commissioner being thrust together as a team and entered into this tag team tournament. It'd be interesting to see exactly if one causes the other and the whole team's demise.
You got to keep your friends close and your enemies even closer.
Okay, that makes very good sense. It sounds like my mother a little bit. Thank God my mom looks nothing like you as we see Rick the Tank Miller coming down to the ring. Very methodical man right here. Very, very tactical, very sound wrestler.
That's true. Speaking of your mother, we went out last night. Tell her I left 20 on the dresser.
Wow, that's uncalled for and slightly disturbing to think that you would actually go out with my mother. Nevertheless, we must drive on and to get to this match. Yet we've got another tag team match coming at you. Be the end of round one. Tyrone Higgins Carter, THC, and Triple X versus Kevin Morrison, Mr. USA. It's going to be a barn burner. Yet again, another tag team made by the commissioner, thrust together as a team, and then entered in against their knowing into this tag team tournament.
Absolutely, and you've got Tyrone Higgins Carter and Triple X who have never teamed before. So this next match is going to be two teams that have never really teamed before. So interesting to see how each one works with the other.
Absolutely. However, I find it hard to see THC and Triple X really kind of having the differences that Kevin Morrison and Mr. USA have together, as we see Sam Quentin, number 2816, from Maximum Security coming down to the ringside. Your thoughts on our next matchup?
Sam Quentin is so powerful that he scares me. Hollywood and Vine work together so well as a tag team, though. I don't think that Sam Quentin and Rick Miller are going to be able to put their differences aside. So I got to take Hollywood and Vine to win this match. I think they're going to go on and win the whole tournament.
Outstanding. Speaking of winning the whole tournament, didn't earlier you bring to light that you thought the Billionaires Club was going to walk through, so to say, this tournament and win the championship?
Right, that's just what I said. Billionaires Club, they're going to win the whole tournament.
Outstanding. As we can see, you're just as two-faced as your commentary. We've started out with a little action here. We've got with the blonde long hair, we got Johnny Hollywood, Adam Vine with the shorter style haircut, working on Sam Quentin. Got that nice little right jab working for him, and Rick the Tank Miller just working away on the upper body of Johnny Hollywood. And now with the leg, spins him around as he blocks the kick, and again blocks the kick. But yet another shining wizard. Two young men in the tag team of Hollywood and Vine.
That's right. I don't know if you know this about Hollywood and Vine, but both of those guys are from Hollywood, California. They both wanted to be actors. They got a whiff of the wrestling business, and they dropped the whole thought of becoming actors, becoming professional wrestlers.
Outstanding. It's kind of like I got a whiff of you earlier, and I'm telling you, I wish I had a chance to bring my gas mask, but that's besides the point. We drive on to this action as we see Sam Quentin just waylaying on Johnny Hollywood.
It must have been the food here in Kokomo that made me get that little smell.
It very well could be. As we see the here we go. Oh, we thought I was going to have a little double team action. We've got double clothesline takedown by Johnny Hollywood on both the Tank and Sam Quentin.
Look at Johnny Hollywood go. He's telling Rick Miller that he's got nothing for him. I really like this team of Hollywood and Vine.
Nice drop kick. That was almost textbook by Johnny Hollywood, and as he drags him to the center and works on that, almost a variation of the Indian deathlock there on the legs of the Tank.
You realize, I don't know if you've noticed what Hollywood and Vine have been doing, but they have kept Rick Miller and Sam Quentin apart from each other. So they haven't had the opportunity to get in each other's face, They haven't had the opportunity to do any double teams. They tried it the one time, got double clothesline for their efforts because they don't work together good as a tag team.
Yes, and as we saw that patented gut buster by Johnny Hollywood, and then we just see that nice Ferris wheel-like suplex by the Tank as he working on one and then just switches off to another. Nice knife edge chop and then a leg sweep takedown by Sam Quentin. It'd be interesting to see that if Hollywood and Vine keep these two apart, if they can actually somewhat coexist enough to win this match.
Well, these two guys are two big, powerful guys that if they could set their differences aside, they could be a very powerful tag team. They could be potential favorites in this tournament. However, see right there? Did you see how Sam Quentin just took out Rick the Tank Miller? I'm telling you, these two guys cannot coexist. There is no way they're moving on in this tournament.
What you actually saw there, folks, unlike the biased opinion there, was Sam Quentin attempting to take out Hollywood and Vine. Earlier we saw what looked to be Adam Vine attempting a shoulder block on Sam Quentin in the corner.
Hollywood.
Johnny Hollywood in the corner there, and he missed, ramming that shoulder into the exposed turnbuckle area there. It'd be interesting to see if that injury comes back and be the demise of Hollywood and Vine.
And look at these two guys. They think so much together. They think their thoughts are the same. Look at them. Adam Vine's got Rick Miller out there strangling him. Johnny Hollywood just had Sam Quentin strangling him with the cables. These guys work great together.
I'm telling you, this, again, allowed in a tornado tag match as we see the tag team of Sam Quentin and Rick the Tank Miller getting it taken to them by Hollywood and Vine, the Tank being thrown back in, and Johnny Hollywood going back in after him. We got a front chancery by the Tank into, nice little float over suplex area there. And then we've got Adam Vine there, just knife edge chop to the Tank there, and a snapmare takeover.
Oh, what a kick.
And yes, it was a nice float over kick by Johnny Hollywood. And we got Sam Quentin busted open just within minutes in the first match, or the third match here.
That's that kick. Those kicks are deadly. Johnny Hollywood, known for his kicks. He kicked him hard enough, busted him open. Sam Quentin's in some serious trouble.
We had Sam Quentin there, Irish whip to Adam Vine there to the outer ring barrier there, and then comes back and then Irish whip Sam Quentin into the steel steps as we see one half of each team in the ring and outside the ring as Sam Quentin blocked a maneuver there by Vine, and here comes Hollywood coming out to what I thought was the aid of his partner. And here we go, Rick the Tank Miller standing there trying to catch a win, but ends up coming out and to the aid of his partner. And we got a nice knee breaker there by the Tank, and what looks to be a raking of the eyes by Hollywood and Vine. You got to think that maneuver in and of itself will hinder the vision of Sam Quentin.
Well, that combined with the blood in his eyes, Sam Quentin's not going to be able to see very well. If he can't see, I'm sure when he and Rick go at it, Sam's going to blame it on he couldn't see who he was hitting, which who could blame the guy? You can't see when you've got that much blood in your eyes. You don't know who you're hitting. So when the inevitable happens, we're going to know why.
Outstanding low blow by Hollywood to the Tank. That's uncalled for. No respect for this authority figure. Vertebreaker on the outside. Devastating maneuver in and of itself. And not to mention that much more devastating on the outside of the ring when the mats are just so thin. Just really to kind of utilize to break the fall as we see the Tank just laying out cold here. And Sam Quentin taking it to his opponents here.
Yeah, those mats on the outside of the ring are only about 1/4 of an inch thick. Underneath those mats, solid concrete.